Ọlọ́run tó lágbára. Òṣùbà rẹ̀ máa rẹ̀ òye. Òṣùbà rẹ̀ máa rẹ̀ òye. Ojí kan lù kó pa, wò kan lù kó yé o. Òṣùbà rẹ̀ máa rẹ̀ òye. Òṣùbà rẹ̀ máa rẹ̀ òye. Hi viewers. I want to welcome us to another episode on Seraph Podcast. Like you always know, we bring you educative, informative, spirit-filled, and godly topics on this program. Today is going to be a very exciting, spirit-filled episode that you are going to love. And before we proceed on today's program, like you always know, with me in the studio, I have beautiful people around me that we are going to be co-hosting the program together as usual. But before I introduce my co-hosts, I want to let you know that this program is proudly sponsored by Vineyard Media. You can always subscribe to our program. You can like, share, and follow us on Seraph Podcast. By my left, I have a very beautiful, elegant vessel of God with me. Can we meet you?
My name still remains Adeshewa Ademola.
And by my far left, I have a very wonderful, beautiful girl. I used to call her my baby. Can we meet you?
Hi viewers at home. My name is Oluwajomiloju Ayetolu.
Yeah. Now, I know most of you will be wondering that, who is this person on this program? Yes, we have a very wonderful man of God on today's episode. So I can assure you that today's episode is going to be more spirit-filled and godly. So beside me, I have Apostle Oke Babajide. He's a man of God, a man of valor, a very wonderful personnel. Sir, can we meet you? You're welcome.
Yeah, my name is Apostle Dr. Oluwatosin Raphael Oke. Viewers, you are highly welcome to today's episode.
Okay. Thank you, sir. So you've heard him introduce himself as an apostle, a doctor, and a man of God. Now, quickly, we are going into today's topic. We have a very wonderful topic today to discuss. And I'm going to start by saying, as somebody or a vessel that has a God-given talent, that means a talent that God has given you, is it right to make use of that talent to take money with that talent? Or there's this biblical word that says ofelagba, ofenika fifoni. So are we looking at it from the angle that having a talent from God, should we use the talents just like that without making any earnings from it? Or probably we can use the talent, like a biblical word also said, that your talent will make a way for you. So is it right for us to use our talents to bring money, to make a way for us? So please, I want...
Okay, I will start by saying there is, to me, talent is is a skill you acquire.
Okay.
And as time goes on, you perfect it. And I think God has given us a gift. Gift is something inborn.
Okay.
You're born with it. Like, when we see many people doing something and be like, wow, this is nice. And the person be like, me or Corey.
Yeah.
I think that's just a little difference between gifts and talents.
Talents, okay.
So I think if you acquire a talent and you perfect it, there is no harm in making money out of it because you went to learn.
Okay.
So I don't think there's any harm in making money from it.
Okay, now we are talking about God-given talent. You know, there are some people that they have the talent of singing. It's not as if they went to learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now as a singer that God has given you that talent to sing, is it right for you to go out and sing and collect money?
Is it in today's world?
In today's world?
Yes, I'm asking because somebody that God has given the voice, she will not be staying. People that want to invite her or him knows that person is coming from somebody.
Okay.
Should we say that okay, fine, I don't have much to go to where I want to go to. What should I tell them that I don't have much? But let me say this. We have some people that will bill you, that will tell you that this is this amount I want to collect for this thing.
Okay.
That one, me, I don't know about, but we have people that, okay, you know that this person, she's talented. She has this gift inside of her. She can do this, she can do that.
Okay.
If you invite her, I feel it is our own right to encourage them so that they won't be lost. But we are so spoiled to the extent that you just want to call that person and you don't want to encourage them. You feel that it is God that give them, and you feel there's no necessity for you to encourage them.
The buttress of it, just like me going to school now, after the whole strike, ASU strike, this strike, and you expect me to start working for you without paying me. Who does that?
Can I comment?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes. I'm coming.
Now, let us look it from another angle. Talent is quite different from skills. Talent is what you go and learn. Is what you heredit. Maybe through family. There are some people, they call them ayon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, they are, most of them, sometimes they don't learn. But this thing happens to be in their family lineage.
Yes.
So they will know how to, that one is talent.
Okay.
But we're talking about gifts. Gift is not learnable.
Okay.
Gift cannot fade for. In the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28, it makes us understand these spiritual gifts. As much as what we are discussing here has to do with spiritual thing indirectly. So it is a spiritual gift. Now, according to the book of Proverbs 18:16, it said your gift, never mention your talent. That means your talent is natural to make money, to bring money to someone. It is natural.
Okay.
Because most talents, to play an organ is a talent.
Okay.
You go and learn it. It's learnable. But I told us earlier,
You even pay.
Yes.
you pay now.
Exactly,
So what
yes.
you pay for, it's a must. You
Yes, now.
understand.
Some people will be like, if you don't pay, you're not going to know.
We even have some children right from childhood. They might be looking at the children. She knows how to make hair.
You
okay,
know.
Let us just make her furthermore on that hairdress.
Exactly.
Okay, you now take your money, you give it to the child to learn. And you expect her to, okay, in as much as she has gone to learn that thing, and you want her to come back, whoever that has come to meet her, please help me to make my hair, please help me to make my hair, please help me. Okay, she just doing it for free.
You know.
So most time we always use this word interchangeable without really understanding where they fit in. Talent and gifts.
Yes.
Exactly.
So normally talent is natural to bring money. Now, according to the book of, as I've said earlier, Proverbs 18 verse 16, it said your talent will make way for you before the important people.
Okay.
Now, it will make a way, not that you will use it to make a way for yourself. We need to understand.
Exactly.
Making a way or using it to make a way for ourselves. Let me say this. Most of us, we have commercialized the gifts. In the book of 2 Kings chapter 5, the story of Naaman. You understand what happened there? Now, when Naaman came back to bring a gift unto Elisha, Elisha said, is this the right time for us to receive gifts? But now, that means what the man was saying is this, that he's not ready to commercialize things because he has not done anything there.
Just went to the river.
Yeah, he didn't see him one-on-one. He didn't pray for him. So he said that bringing gifts is out of it. So for us, normally our gifts will bring us to the prominent people, but doesn't say that we should commercialize. Commercializing it has become something that is happening in our food. Not even CLS alone. Not even CLS alone in the Christendom. We are not, the gift is no more bringing us to, it is now become something, we're making it to become commercializing. Listen,
You have to negotiate and negotiate.
the spiritual, we're talking about spiritual gifts. To make a way, that means because you are a pastor or because you can speak in tongues or whatever, it means, what's that, the name of our president? Tinubu can said, I love that sister. Let her come and pray for me.
Just
make a way. Or people in the it will make a way. Without that gift, people will not invite you.
Exactly.
I think you're making me see from the aspect of David and Saul, where David Saul called David that okay, come and play for me anytime he ran mad and
yes.
So,
First Samuel chapter 17 or so. And the anytime he plays, the evil spirits. It was that thing that will bring it will make a way.
Exactly. Now, sir, this now bring us to this question that when you see some God-given talented people at this generation that we have now, we hear of people that they are gifted and they still do some other things that are against the word of God to bring money to themselves. Like probably somebody like a singer taking drugs, carrying drugs abroad just to be rich.
You need to know.
Like they are
okay, sorry to cut you. Like I don't want to mention this person's name. Like I think there was I don't want to see it as a rumor, but there was a time we heard about one musician that took drug outside, and at the end of the day, probably the person died due to that. You understand? So I think they want to use that medium to make money. Why is it so? Since it is God that gave them that talent, because it just told us now that gift will make a way for you. So why are they going extra mile to make themselves comfortable?
Many of us, quote me, we lack contented.
Yeah.
What it make you way doesn't mean it must reach you. And meanwhile, a drop of water added to become what?
A mighty ocean.
But many of us, we are too forward. We want to receive. We want to become this. Understand? That is the reason most pastors most ministers of God, what they are carrying is gifts. You now want to invite them. They will now standing on this. It will make a way to under the word of commercialization.
Yes.
Telling you this is also a amount you must give. Honorarium is natural. Bible said it. He said, those that walk in the altar are to eat out of it. He said, especially those that preach the word of God. Bible confirm it.
Okay.
Honorarium is natural. But when it becomes, this is what you need to give us, that's not honorarium. That's become a service charge.
So service charge is different from honorarium.
Very, very different.
okay. So
Honorarium is, according to the word, honors, what you can afford.
Okay.
Now, sorry, sir. Sorry to cut you. Should we not say that we have some musicians that sing that they invite come and sing for us, do this, you understand? They have like 10 to 12 band members.
Okay.
Young guys. I know of some people that when they want to go and minister like that, they will tell their band boys or girls to come. Some might be in school.
Okay.
They will tell them to come so that they can join the ministration. Should we not say that? Should I say that our church, I don't want to say our own alone, because I'm talking about our church because it is where I am. I don't know I've not really been outside this fold, you understand? So, we are also so spoiled to the extent that when people come to minister, we don't know how to encourage. You don't know where this person is coming from. You don't know if this person has actually taken. But we have people that they are not really after your money or this thing, but they just feel like, okay, let me just do it for the glory of God. But let's talk about those that they will come from school. They will call their band members from school. Come, money ministration or job, and we need to go. Somebody that is bringing like 12 members. At the end of the day, you give them 5,000. Should I say that we are the one that actually, we are the problems of ourselves?
Actually, I will not really agree with that. I do tell people one thing. Before you invite anybody as a church, as a ministry, you need to understand your financial capability.
Exactly.
Don't say because so person
must come to my church.
Person is the one saying now, I want to invite that person. Do you have the capacity to invite that person? Understand? That is the reason you see some churches that the way they are, they will tell the musician, hey, we have all backups, we have good instrumentalists, just come alone.
And we even have some of the ministers that we say, okay, I'm coming with just sort out our transportation. But at the end of the day, somebody that is coming from Lagos to Ibadan, you are giving them like 5,000 naira.
One of our problem is this. I've said it earlier, I'm about to say that. One, the problem is not the church alone. The church and these people, these musicians, please, let me say this. The musicians are not gift. This is not a spiritual gift. This is a talent.
Okay.
The reason why I call it a talent is because the secular people can also do the same thing they are doing.
Okay.
But something about gifts, the secular cannot do it.
Okay.
No me. You don't have the gift of speaking in tongues. And as a member of the church, you will not speak in tongues. Except you just want to say rubbish.
Okay.
Understand? So what they are doing, theirs is gift, is talent.
Talent. Okay.
So when they are charging based on talent.
Talent. Okay.
As I said earlier, talent can charge.
Okay.
It's just gift cannot charge.
Okay.
But we are so funny in this fold is this. We don't know how to take care of ministers. Understand? We don't over our attention.
As in,
Nítorí pé mi ò kí ń gbà mí ní fún yàn, it is wrong.
It's wrong.
That's if you don't connect.
It is wrong. Please let me say this. We have two types of ministers in every fold. We have clergy, we have ministers.
Okay.
Clergies are the one that they don't have any other thing.
Full-time minister.
Full-time ministers. But ministers are the one that order us name.
Part-time, yes, you know.
Understand? Now, báwo ṣe máa pe clergy? Understand? Apart from clergy, it is your right that when you call a minister, I do tell people, every minister are kings. No matter your own church, if you like, build cathedral. If that person you are inviting is using a shop, he's a king, Nimtosimbo.
Exactly.
So for you to bring a king from Tosimbo, you must give that person the right honor.
Exactly.
that's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Understand?
Exactly.
It is the word. Before God, anointing is anointing.
Yes.
You want to take years of experience in it.
Exactly. Now, sir, sorry to cut you. I want us to, we're still on this topic. I want you to help us shed more light on this. There was a time somebody told me that a prophet of God went to minister in a church. And after the ministration, they had to encourage that man of God with an envelope. And he said he heard the voice of God. I said he should not collect that money. And that person doesn't have any time on him. So he had to trek from Songo to Abliegba after the vigil, after the administration. That I wanted to shed more light on that. Could it be that, is it that God is punishing that person for telling him not to collect money? Because that person doesn't have any money on him.
He might hear the voice that day, but he might have been collecting before.
You are right. Another mistake the person made is this. Yes, it's a very big mistake.
How would you go to a church?
You must not go to a place without having
money in your
money in your pockets.
How would you go?
It's wrong.
Because like they told me that they said the person said
That means that person
God that he prayed to God and God actually told him to go there. So and he said he had to borrow money to go there, hoping that probably maybe when he finishes the administration they will at least encourage him.
As a minister, you should. I don't expect ministers to depend on what the church wants to give.
Because sometimes the church may not do up to expectation. I've been to places whereby I will fuel the car buying 20,000 naira fuel. But in the long run, when you are going, they will give me 10,000 naira. You said, no, I'm not collecting. Understand? So probably it could be God that spoke to him that not to collect. But meanwhile, I don't tell people, 5 voices speaks to us every time we want to go and minister. 5 voices during our administration. Voice 1, voice of God. Voice 2, voice of devil. Voice 3, voice of the host minister. Voice 4, voice of the church you are ministering to. Voice 5, your own personal voice. All these things has, because of our time, you understand, they have voices. It's just for you to understand. Ta ló bá mi sọ̀rọ̀. Bí àbá ti ní ẹ̀mí láti mọ ẹni tó ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà míì wà èyí tí wọ́n máa bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ àti kọ́ ló ń bá wa sọ̀rọ̀. Understand? In the book of Acts chapter 16, you remember the story of Paul, Silas, and that young lady?
Okay.
Let's assume this is a church. Like 50 people in the church or 100 people in the church. A young lady just came in, just come into the church and that face one person say, orúkọ yín kò dẹ̀ débẹ̀ rí, orúkọ yín ni Sister Jọmilójú, báyìí ni. He just begin to say something about you. He pick like 10 people and give them accurate prophecy. Understand? What are we going to say?
The Spirit of God.
The Spirit of God. This is what happened in the book of Acts chapter 16. But it was Paul and Silas says, no, this is not the Spirit of God.
Yes.
So in the world we are today, Ọlọ́ṣun,
Understand
The story of your life.
Let me shock you. Oh, one day I was coming from a unification meeting. Immediately we finished the meeting, I was going with one of my brethren. We just need to branch to one woman's house. One of she's a prophetess.
Okay.
Maybe we got to the house, the man said, "Oh, ẹ máa wọlé bọ̀." Ẹ jókòó. The man said, ní àná, ọmọ àbúrò òun kan, onífá ni, ó wà ní orí òkè Ifá.
Wow.
Ó ti pè òun ní àná, wípé ní ọ̀la o, àwọn méjì kan ń bọ̀, tó máa dé má bá wọn jà, ẹ welcome wọn. Imagine, before I go to the place on Tuesday, by Monday, somebody has said, I'm coming there, without even mentioning my name. Onífá nìyẹn, onífá ti sọ́lẹ̀. So, ìran nìkan kò tó láti wípé Olúwa ló sọ. Prediction gan lè sọ̀rọ̀.
Yeah, exactly.
Your countenance, sir.
You understand? Wọ́n lè fi judge lọ́dún fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Let me just quickly say this. Because I noticed something that in our fold, like many people started well. And at the end of the day, they end up in another places. And we have period, at least we can measure, but just to keep it short like that. I don't know, is it because they fail to recognize them as, okay, let me just put it this way. Okay, I find myself in my church and I've been singing, I think that they've been, but at some point, Muri better offer later, just because they want to pay. Okay, I have a friend that told me to come to Daystar to work for them as media. I was like, why would I leave my church and go to Daystar? Well, is it right for me to decline that offer? And as a musician and someone who is talented, not even the musician, you can be a drummer or anybody, is it right for you to, just because maybe you're not well encouraged or you feel you want a better offer, a greener pasture, is it right for that person, as person, for you to go? Because in the CNS fold now, we have a lot of our white garment people, you see them outside and doing well for themselves.
I think Apostle Jide said something about it, and Jamiloja as well, that they don't encourage people in our fold. So I think that's the reason why most of our talented members are going out. Because this church that you just mentioned now, when you get to that church and you see the way they pay them, even ordinary somebody that drums, you will be encouraged, you'll be enticed, you would want to leave where you are coming from. So I think basically that is what is happening in our fold. And they will continue to say, how long do we want to roll more àgbélébùú?
Do you
understand?
Hello, can I come in a little bit from that angle?
Yes, sir.
One of our problems is this. When we're talking about the church, we are the church. Understand? The church, the way you worship is just a church building.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, it will start from this. Personally, how much are we contributing to that church? You will fund, the church will fund, or the church I'm saying, they will pick from what you have on ground.
Exactly.
So you cannot compare to those churches we are mentioning here. This whatever. Understand?
Yes.
Because okay, let me say this. Look at one church in this Porter area. I don't want to mention it. Mm-hmm. One church. The church always have 5 service. 5 service. Mm-hmm. Now, in that 5 service, in one Sunday, in that 5 service, let us bring just one of their service. Let us bring their offering out. Let us now gather all the offering of all white garments within the houses. Understand?
That's why the fact that we pay.
Hold on.
Oh,
Let us gather the offering of all white garments, not CNS, all white garment churches. This person did how many service? Does how many service? 5 services. Just one service. Gather the offering. Now gather our own offering together. It's not up to that one. Look at it. He did the service for how many hours? Just 1 hour or 45 minutes. And our own from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Or from 10 o'clock to 4 o'clock, still will not contribute well to the church.
And sir, sorry sir, I want to say something. Such people, do you know that what covetousness will cause? Not to be sincere, what it will cause. Okay, fine. You are saying they are paying here. Just like you said, how much are you contributing? We have instrumentalists that don't pay. Then we have some.
Yeah, they don't.
Not some. Most of them.
They don't
So now you are depending on that money they are giving them there. Iṣẹ́ wo ni wọ́n gangan fúnra ra iṣẹ́ wo ló ń ṣe?
You understand? You will see some. I sorry to say this. I don't like the way we'll do offering in CNS church. I'm sorry. Because one is too much. But upon too much, somebody will be coming to church. Because of gbogbo tó fẹ́ wá owó tó fẹ́ ṣẹ́. Aya ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́là láti ra bisikì ọjọ́ Monday fún ọmọ ẹ̀.
Imagine.
So wà lè rí fún church.
Do you understand?
Understand? Now, that although because one is too much. But upon too much, somebody will be coming to church. Because of gbogbo tó fẹ́ wá owó tó fẹ́ ṣẹ́. Aya ọ̀dọ̀ mọ́là láti ra bisikì ọjọ́ Monday fún ọmọ ẹ̀.
Imagine.
So wà lè rí enough change. Ẹ wá pé owó ìbò ìṣẹ̀lú máa lé 100 naira. Owó kìnnìkan Captain Abọ́dún.
100 naira.
Owó kìnnìkan. So many of our members, we can calculate what they are spending in a year. Understand? You can just look at somebody and say, no Sunday, not 500 alone. Now calculate 500 times 52. You've known the offering 10 years of food church.
Do you understand?
Understand? Now, that although offering, ọdún kan yẹn, iná àwọn dáhùn sọ yìí, church meeting sọ yìí, kò tó tẹ́lẹ̀ mi sọ ní ọjọ́ kan.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, nígbà míì wà, àwọn tí a lè gbà kán sanwó yìí, nígbà míì wà, church kan ló ń fund ẹ̀. Member kan tó fẹ́ràn kìíní yẹn, ló ń fund kìíní yẹn, ní wọn ní ọ̀dọ̀ wa.
Yes. I think this particular thing that we're saying now, I think it should be another big topic for another day.
Sure.
Because it has come to a norm in the CNS that people don't actually want to give. And they still bring everything on the head of the church. That, church are not doing, church are not doing.
You yourself, you are not contributing.
Because funny enough, even if they say, okay, bring a jam 15 and come that you no but don't come, no matter 15.
I'm telling you, this is a topic that we really need to enlighten ourselves on.
One of the
giving.
I will go back. The problem is from our ministers of God. You cannot give what you don't have. If you are not a giver, you will not know how to teach about giving.
Exactly.
You don't need to say, no.
No, they like charging us.
No, it is wrong. It is wrong. I will tell people, they said speaking, if I want to collect from you, I will collect from you. I will teach you why you need to give.
Exactly.
So after teaching you, it is not left to you.
If you want to
give or you will not give. Same thing I told people. It is wrong for you costing people on tithes.
Exactly.
Teach them. Let them know.
Let them know the essence of paying tithes.
When they know, they will
the blessings to receive from there.
So when they know, because we don't teach. I remember there was a time I did a booklet on tithes. After the booklet, I taught the tithes in the church, in our church. The elders of the church called me.
And they started paying.
Even those people they never expected to pay. They're not asking me. How do they say?
I think that's the reason why we always be like, I don't know good to me. Meanwhile, it's not even open.
Well, you know, there's even ignorance about it.
I remember. I don't want to mention one of our Babala's in the CNS. I don't want to mention his name here. The man collected the book. Man said, he said, he calling power tithes.
Oh.
The man said to me, he said, kí ló fẹ́ kọ pé ọmọ lè jẹ́ sí mi. The man now took his time to study the book. The man need to invited me that come please. Mo ló ti rí kíní yìí pé òun gan tóun ṣe lọ́gbọ́n ìbáládùn lòun jẹ́ òun ní ìmọ̀ tight dé level yìí. Àwọn nìkan the man need to pay double to appreciate me that àwọn máa lọ kó àwọn èèyàn.
That's your talent.
Understand?
Your talent pay.
No, it's not a talent.
There are too many
Understand? Now listen to this. I remember another prophetess tí àwọn dada nínú fóòdì yìí náà. Understand? But ó gbàgbé yẹn wọn kò họ́ booklet ẹ̀ ń lé. The Lord was to teach àwọn èèyàn. Wọ́n ní pé the return lórí tithe ń wọlé dáadáa. Now, what's perfect anime? I'm not talking about I have a book, don't quote me wrong. What I'm trying to say is this. When we don't teach, we will not get it right.
Wow.
The man doesn't know.
Exactly.
The man doesn't know about tithes. The man doesn't know about offering. The man doesn't know about vertical offering. They don't know. They don't know about sowing a seed. They don't know.
Yeah, that way.
They just bring 50 naira. I remember 50 on your Sunday. And you say, "Let's not have
You.
So, we don't give. I give for you. Kò jẹ́ pé church ni kò fẹ́ san. Church bá ní. We still have, we have white garment churches doing well.
Exactly.
Why? Because under wọn don't do well fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀.
Exactly, yeah.
Kò sẹ́ni tó hùn láti lose
Member.
But kò sí ọ̀dọ́ fẹ́ ṣe sí. Pastor náà ní problem tiẹ̀ lọ́tọ̀.
Very well.
So àwọn ní wọn help wọn kìí kan lé. Wọ́n kúrò fẹ́ rí.
The pastor can see John, like you said there is clergy and there is
Ministers.
So once your minister in charge is a clergy, what do you expect?
What do you expect?
There are that's why there are still some things we need to eradicate in our fold. In the sense that pastors, why do members come to church every Sunday and still say me o ni following Sunday? Mi kò sówó ni. Another mi ò kò sówó ni. Church needs a lot of role to play on their members.
That's
I think what Apostle just said is teaching.
We need to teach.
Teaching.
Listen to this. I don't tell people. I said, what you need to do, God will not do it for you.
We not come down.
You stand. Where you need to be in your place of work, you are now sitting in the church. Praying.
That's why I tell people what
Praying.
cannot do still exists.
Understand? It is wrong. Praying. When you need to be in shop. Okay, for instance, let me ask you a question from us here. As a food seller, and the person's target happens to be children, these pupils whatsoever.
Yeah.
When do they resume school?
Like around 7 o'clock.
That means food must have been ready before 7 o'clock.
Yes, exactly.
Now, he now said because he was the job, I will let me show you.
Okay.
You're now doing vigil till 6 o'clock. Understand? After 6 o'clock, then agents will dear no.
Ibo.
You're now waking up 6:30 to 7. Now started cooking 6:30 to 7.
Veg, you know?
But that's veg, you know. Now, so about that, I like you ishi aye.
Yeah.
Now, being person wa tonje, wọ́n ní ọ̀tá kan ló gbógun tiẹ̀.
Or they can say, that place that she's selling, I want your heart to down on or something, you know.
I do tell people God has given us a choice and He has given us common sense. I think what we fail to apply to our lives is our common sense.
Most time, it's just because, you know, what's in more days here? Go stop back on church and go marry. Don't have to lose some dear, go some 1 hour. 5 o'clock, down on lay low, or not to die, no. Because Nigo want to mark back, she shop be a little more free. Wow. But you not say, wow, somebody out, over part 1 day, over Sharia dear.
Understanding is yet to be enlightened.
Exactly.
We the area pay bills.
Understand? Prayer will not pay bills for us.
There's this question I want to ask, like, well, nowadays, like, social media, it has been helping and it has its own disadvantages. So how does it come alongside with our gift and our talent? Because we know this popular black hat. You see people with talent and people with gifts. Many of them are misusing, and while many are using it in the right path. So what do you think about it?
Amen. Oh. Is that accepted? Okay. Thank you. Now listen to this. In the book of Mark chapter 16 verse 15, it's so funny that's where I want to pick media from. He said, go here into the world
and preach this gospel.
Now, we cannot reach the world within our 4 corners of duty.
Exactly.
That is where media comes from. It is a media that will help that message to go into the world.
Yeah.
But sir, we have other people that their notion is different from what you're saying, sir. Some are using this social media to scam people.
Hold on. Let me I want to explain. I want to tell you the places where media comes in.
You know, we have the advantage and the disadvantage of
yes.
this. Yeah.
Now, that is the basis we can use for media. That okay, the media will guide me. I was going here into the world. Because media will take you off the four corners of the building.
Exactly.
Now, basically, he said, go here into the world and preach what?
The gospel.
The gospel. So basically, the most important things that is necessary on our, media himself, it's out of communicating to the mass communication. Now, we have types of media. We have printing, we have broadcast, we have social media, we have internet. Each of these mentioned has their own whatever. So we are not going there. Now, what I want to say is this. Now, the main purpose, let me talk about social media because this is what is most. The main purpose of this social media, according to the word, go and preach the gospel, not go and fire, not go and not go and someone or let me call it online. Abusing it. Error is easy
to detect,
to follow. Detect or to follow. Especially if it is being committed by somebody that has a name.
Yes, so go viral. Under the space.
If Mr. A doesn't have a name, if he tries something, people may not follow. But if Mr. AA has a name in this food and do something wrong in social media, you will see people imitating that same thing. You will see some church, I don't want to mention name. I don't know sometimes to let me call social media. No, basically, I don't have money to preach the gospel.
Even some will be on trance and they will see. Do you know that
it is wrong? It is an abuse.
Some, do you even know that we have people that they heard that this social media apps, this TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. They can actually receive money from it. And that's why some are even watching that.
Exactly.
It is totally wrong. Basically, 2 or 3 things like social media. Basically, number 1, word of God.
Okay.
Number 2, the time we are praising God.
Okay.
Number 3, when we are praying to help our members that traveled. So people traveled abroad or somewhere which they don't want to attend any other church due to what is happening. So they prefer their church.
Yes, we have people.
So they
people
need to watch
my
online.
Church. If we don't like stream again, they watch online.
They prefer their church alone. So this is the essence of this social media.
Okay.
But this is what our people are doing, it is an abuse.
A lot.
Many times I've said it. I said I wish this Facebook stop many of us here. Because the social media, listen to this, errors is easy to go viral. You can never see people go and watch whenever they are preaching. You'll never see much
viewers.
Understand? But whenever you see them, you see such video, scary.
On my church group then, we had one kind of conversation, so I was like, what was going on? I came in and so they were discussing about a woman speaking in tongue, like in form of Chinese. So I was not like, on the day of Pentecost, they were giving different language. But I was not like, that woman speaking in tongues, she wasn't at fault because she wasn't in a normal state of mind. But the person recording and posting it online, no, funny enough, people from other sect, like the traditionalists, the way they were bastardizing this thing, like the way they were talking about it, like, Chinese, I was not like, what? Even our so-called sect church members were just...
The most funny part is this. God is deep. I've seen a scenario. Somebody was on trance and then started speaking Ghana language. somebody was interpreting. Unfortunately, somebody that understands Ghana, before they say what the Ghanaian was saying, the person in charge was saying, the Ghanaian said he has been understanding what
That person was saying.
and that person has never been to Ghana before. Understand? I've seen somebody that doesn't understand English, but what on trans, I'm not so Igbo.
English.
This is a natural thing. This is God's work.
Exactly.
But we shouldn't put them on social media to cause trafficking. Many of us are doing this because we want to be known.
Personal gain.
So after come over, let me share. Sorry to say if I'm wrong. Let me share rubbish again.
And it's totally the name of the church.
It's totally rubbish.
Understand? Let me share rubbish. A lot of things. Nico, let me tell you one truth. Our church, they are doing rubbish, but you not see it on social media.
No. Yeah.
Why? When that thing wants to come up, their media knows what to do.
They will.
I want to post at the right time.
They will cut it. Understand?
Okay.
The most funny part, they collect offering, even big offering, they will cut it. You will not see such.
But-
I'll do a church in the con, low man, go to share in the church. But outside, nearly, but how you want more. To MC was in church. I'm like, go.
I think
Listen to this.
that was what-
Listen to this. MC is not something about our church. I say, go on, Lenny. We borrowed it in. MC is about circular thing.
Exactly.
Understand? MC is a circular thing. Ní ayé ìgbà táwọn ń kéré, mo sì kéré dáadáa o. Ayé ìgbà táwọn ń kéré bọ̀. Ní church wa, leader of service ló máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ táwọn ṣe ń pè fún MC yìí. Leader of service ló máa ń pa wọn lága. Ó lè má ṣe láwọn church kan, but most of the churches, mẹ́mẹ́dá àwọn churches, leader of service ló máa ṣe pé àwọn alága. Tí wàá jẹ́ leader of service, a jẹ́ youth kan tí
Tó wà vibrant.
tó wà jẹ́ bẹ̀, a jẹ́ minister church yẹn fún ara rẹ̀ pé ìmú ẹ̀pà alága mi fún ara mi. Understand? But listen, I saw the MC of 18. Ẹ wá gbọ́ o, tó bá wá débẹ̀ tán. Àwa máa bastardize prophetic ministry. Ó ti pe alága, sorry, let me mention name. Alága wa tí o ní, Sister Adéṣẹwà ní alága wa. Ẹnà máa jóbọ̀, bí wàá jó báyìí, bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ń jóbọ̀. Ẹ̀mí Olúwa sọ fún mi pé nígbà tó sọ fún ẹ, you are stupid.
I want to say something as regards to the speaking of tongue that she said.
Okay.
Truly, God is deep. God is very, very deep. But I want us, we have so many deceitful people in this our fold.
Very.
Because I'll say something. God is deep, truly. I never said God is deep. And we speak in diverse of languages, you understand. Then we went to a church. In the scriptures, we told us that we should always look at the spirit, test the spirit to know which one is. Yes. That day, we were there. The lady, there was a phone it was not even Android phone. It was all this Nokia small phone. And she was listening to the tongues somebody was speaking. She was listening to it. And we sat there at the backyard. By the time she went inside, after a little exercise,
Just went in trance. Imagine.
And she started speaking that language.
That same language that she was hearing on phone. Imagine.
No, that one was even still better. There was, sorry, like, that was this church I went to. They were doing the sending program for, and okay, so one particular woman now came. Funny enough, I have the video of the lady that said the tongue on my phone. And the woman said everything from A to Z without even making mistake. And the moment she started, I was like, So one person was like,
do you know one thing? This is natural. Do you know why it's natural? In everyone original, there must be 100 fake.
Yes. Copyright.
Fake will not come in if there is no original.
Exactly.
So for what they have done, it means that is original.
Exactly.
That was the reason the fake comes in.
Exactly.
Understand? So, again, so, ohun tí òye wa ń gbà mí ni pé a kò fẹ́ òkìkí. Èmi náà wà ń bẹ̀. Èmi náà lè ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wa. Understand? I got say something. It is wrong nígbà mi wà tá bá nígbà àwọn olórin kérúbù wa pọ́n fire. Understand? Because one, this thing should be as the Spirit leads.
Mm-hmm.
Not that as you wish.
Copycats or something.
I think
It's just that even most of us, we don't discern. We feel because that person nothing saw it, then and you're alone. Just like we said last week, don't take freezing, goosebumps for Holy Spirit.
Holy Spirit.
Sure.
Do you understand, sir? We have people that once they go and their voice is so vocal, like they'll be like, that person is whereas
No, I think the issue now with, I'm so sorry, like the issue now, I think we even influence our so-called gospel artists due to the fact that our only talk about so a day, we feel any
Àwa là ń fà. I don't want to mention it. There are some CNS here that, in some CNS that, wọ́n fẹ́ lady.
Exactly.
Olórin call and respond ló máa ń fẹ́ jù. Jésù máa bọ̀ wá. Jésù máa bọ̀ wá. Ẹ tó kọrin máa kọ, àwọn máa sọ ọkàn. The rest máa bọ̀ wá. Kò ní fi èdè sí. They prefer them than kókò sọ èdè tí ò ní ìtumọ̀. Now, many times I say something, people àwọn máa ń sọ pé wọ́n ti burú jù. Àwọn olórin sí CNS mi ò like wọn. Ẹ mọ̀ tí you like wọn ni pé ẹ lọ wo tó máa ń wà. Ogogoro lẹ máa bá ń bẹ̀.
it's not all of them.
Most of them, not if not all.
Let's 100%, let's say 10%.
Understand? Most of them, if not all. Ogogoro. Understand? Okay, mo ṣe ẹ̀yà kan pẹ̀lú àwọn family mi. Hi, I was playing with my son. Wọ́n sọ sọmọ next time. Because wọ́n sọ kí ni ìdórin. Wọ́n sọ fún àbúrò mi kan. Wọ́n ní ṣé ó mọ̀ pé báyìí pa àwọn olórin CNS wa. Wọ́n tó ti mu ọtí lọ́wọ́. They will just do something so funny, which is not by the Spirit of God, by the Spirit of alcohol. They will now bring that thing into the church for us. Àwọn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ àwọn máa làwọn. Báwo fẹ́ láwọn pé
what they are doing here.
that's no good that they compose.
And you see different composition. What's the meaning?
So, tábà ní ká gbé lọ, ká gbé bọ̀, a gbé sórí ìjọ tí wọ́n ń lọ.
Do they even have church?
No, ìjọ tí a ti invite. This is this. Ẹ jẹ́ kó tó àwọn kó máa trend. Ló fi ń kíláà bẹ́ẹ̀ ìwọ̀n trend. We work pẹ̀lú fi trend. Bí ẹ bá pè wọ́n máa padà sí right position.
Exactly.
Àwa là ń fa rubbish tí wọ́n ṣe yìí. The way they are doing in this world, we cause it.
Because we celebrate nonsense.
Because we celebrate nonsense. We love nonsense. I told us earlier, I said error is easy to follow. People love errors. Láti bẹ́ẹ̀ nìkan ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Wà tí wọ́n lè mú kó mo ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé kíní kan ní kíní ọ̀gọ̀ngọ̀ ni. Ṣé o fẹ́ mú ọ̀dọ́ ènìyàn lọ ni? Ẹni tó ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. A lot of people have talked about social media. Tó máa dárúkọ àwọn tó lórúkọ tí mi fẹ́ dárúkọ kíní ọ̀gọ̀ máa ní pé tó máa jókòó máa sọ pé máa bàbí bàbá protection is wrong. You don't do it in social media. Whatever you want to do, you do it in your church. Sometimes the Spirit may say, maybe we can shake up in church here, go for the church here. Tẹ́ bá gbá síta, àwọn ò mọ̀. Bàtí ẹ̀mí yẹn sọ fún yín, àwọn ò sí ń bẹ̀. Mi lè sọ fún yín pé ẹ̀mí yẹn parọ́ fún yín, mi ò lè sọ yẹn fún yín. Ìbàdàn pé ẹ̀mí mọ́ ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún yín. But ẹ ṣe nu church yín. There are things that you don't need to bring to the social. It is not consumable to the social public, to the public.
Exactly.
It's only consumable within your sector alone.
Terrain, yes, exactly.
So when such is happening, when we are assuming we are streaming, then the better thing is, please, you don't need to have much money before you can stream good streaming. Understand? Get good phone and also professional streaming. That's it. They can come so to jáde. Come mute mic here. Kọ́ lo kíní kankan fi block tẹ́ pé àwọn tó wà ní church nìkan lónìí kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní church àwọn tó wà ń ta ẹ̀wá lẹ́nu mi wọ́n máa stream lọ́wọ́ ẹni tó wọlé mi tó jẹ́ àìrùn wọ́n fẹ́ lọ pé no, why do you need to pay?
And they don't know that this thing, the future is actually waiting for them.
Exactly.
Táwọn bá ti rò pé wọ́n ti gbàgbé.
Why do you need to pay? Ìtàgbé yẹn tó ń ṣe kílẹ̀ báyìí yẹn ẹni tó fẹ́ gé tó fẹ́ ṣe content yẹn kò ní gbé wọn tó ń gẹ̀rẹ̀ bọ̀ àárín yẹn ló máa gbé láti sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ìjọ wa.
Exactly. Wow, thank you very much. In fact, sir, you have really enlightened us on this particular topic. And with this topic, I can see that we have some subtopics coming up under this topic, which I believe we are going to deliberate on in another episode. Now, sir, we've really spoken about the social media, the advantage and disadvantage. Now, I want us to come down to the circular world. How social media has really helped a whole lot of people. Like, I think there was a time one guy was trending when it comes to artistic work. That guy bought, I think he drew the picture of this musician, Davido. And the picture got to him. Davido got to see it on the social media, and he was like, oh wow, this person that could draw a picture of me like this, he had to call that boy. The boy was, I think he was like 14 or 15-year-old then. And he had to call the boy and paid him a whole lot of millions of money. So, sir, what do you think about that? As in bringing out your gifts on the social media in a very good way. What do you think about that, sir?
Bringing out, not gifts, bringing out your talent.
Your talent. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the correction.
You understand? Social media is the best place.
Yes, no. It is very, very cool.
To meet people that you needed for your life or for your product or for whatever you are doing.
Exactly.
But because one of the things is because we don't really understand the usage.
We've abused it.
That's where abuse comes in.
When the use of something is not known.
Evitable. The abuse is evitable, whatever. Understand? That's where the abuse comes in. Understand? Social media would have been a best market for anybody.
To showcase your talent.
Understand? To showcase your talent, whatever you have in you. Whatever you have in you, somebody is somewhere looking for you.
Exactly.
But many of us, we are not using it very well.
That's it.
Understand? This is one of the reasons whereby even some people, they get to learn rubbish, something evil from this same social media. Understand? Until you understand your purpose in life. Many people don't understand their purpose in life. Why am I in this world? What am I'm here to do? So, bí ó bá ti yé wa, tí a bá ti mọ ohun tí a wá ṣe láyé, we're able to make use of every opportunity. A time is coming. This social media may not be a best place any longer. A time is coming. Understand? Before we get to know social media, maybe maybe 2020 kini kan labere sí ṣe kini kan tó bá dé àkókò kan náà á di pé kò ní níyì mọ́, kò ní sí nǹkan kan lórí ẹ̀ mọ́.
A lot of abuse.
Understand? Kò ní sí mọ́. In some countries, they banned
Go to North Korea.
They
don't.
They banned Facebook, banned some social media. Like when it's in one account, in one low. So it connects people together. It makes you to reach wider than you understand or than you can reach.
Exactly.
We all have been course like on the Mark 16:15 to go into the world
to preach.
Understand? You post something here, somebody far will connect.
Yes.
Understand? So until we understand, are you seeing, until we understand the purpose, can you advantage just suddenly make use of it. In this world we are, when something comes, good. Look at this whatever MMM.
Okay.
Before it clash,
a lot of people benefited.
Yes.
So ran into them.
I'm telling you.
So also the same thing to social media now. It is the best. It is something we can use. It's a nice way to make our money if we know how to use it.
And it's still sweet.
Yes, right. Now, sweet and hot. So the time is coming. The sweetness, we can never tell what this company may do about Facebook. They will be tomorrow now. They clash it.
Yeah.
So, but what she's saying, make use of it.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
No problem.
Having said all this, I want to take us back to the first topic that we deliberated on, gifts and talents. How your talents can actually make earnings or make a way from you. The Bible even said that your talents will make a way for you. Stajamiloju, what do you think about that?
With everything that we've actually discussed and with everything we said, talents can make way for you. You can use your talents to hit. but it is not for you to use it to extort money from people. Do you understand? So we need to be very, very careful. You don't need to start charging. And then our churches, they need to know how to encourage people. Know how to encourage so that they won't get to leave your church to other denominations. In as much as we are doing that as well, you are complaining that your church does not do for you too, you need to at least have something you are doing. Don't just depend on your church. Do you understand?
Even depending on your church, fine, it's good to encourage. Anybody working for the Lord, you encourage. Even encourage your mom. What I'm going to say is that are those people we are talking about, what are they apart from okay, I'm singing, I'm drumming, I'm clapping, doing this thing? Do you always pay your tithes back to the church? Because our aim will say or something like, are we also giving back? Not being not being parasitic, always depending on the church. So while encouraging you as a person, as an individual, learn to give back to the church. Because we are the church, not the building. Our clergy, our minister in charge might be old and what. So what do you give back to them? Yeah. Even those churches
contribution.
Yes, learn to contribute. Even those big churches we are all running to. Exactly. So we should learn as an individual to give. And do you know the funny thing is that some people have talent and they don't know they have talent. Why some people are even shy of showcasing their talent.
Wow. So, okay, thank you, Sister Shewa. Now, to crown everything up, sir, I want you to give an advice to the upcoming youth or generally to every individual watching us out there, the advantages social media has or the impact social media has on an individual, either in a negative way or in a positive way.
Yeah, thank you, ma. Perhaps, as I've said earlier, there is a lot we can gain from social media. For instance, I was talking to somebody the day before yesterday. It's a cousin. He knows how to drive automatic. He doesn't know how to drive manual. I said, don't disturb yourself. Just go to YouTube. Download how to drive manual. Take your manual. Bring out your manual car. Be watching the video. Follow the instruction. You'll get it. That's the truth of it. It's an advantage. Compared to spending 20,000 naira. To driving school. So there are a lot of things we can learn. But the fact is this. Just know what you want to learn. Don't go there and learn how to smoke. You want to learn how to smoke, how to do whatever. It is also there. So it is you. If you don't know your purpose in life, you will miss it up. But you know your purpose. This is the reason I'm here on earth. Understand? I want to be this. Like I want to be useful for my life, for myself. Understand? By then you keep. There are a lot of things we can learn there. A lot of things we can learn there.
Once we're going to learn higher and
misuse. Those ones are misusing the social media.
That's our auto abuse gone nìyẹn. One day that one baba àti ìyá. Okay, I don't want to mention name. A man of God called me of recent. 2 Saturdays ago. He said, okay, láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ má dá sí o. Mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sá. Ó ní òun fẹ́ bá àwọn olórin CNS wí. Ó ní òun fẹ́ ṣe fídíò láti bá wọn wí. Because they are doing rubbish. I said, please hold on, sir. Let me know the date you want to come. I'll come and stream you. I said, I will stream you. People will be able to learn. Do you understand? But this is what we are talking about. That's doing rubbish, that abusing this social media, especially in our phone. They have spiritual fathers, they have spiritual mothers.
And those,
so they are the ones helping them.
And then now, untrained or unbake.
Those ones are misusing the social media.
That's our auto abuse gone nìyẹn. One day that one baba àti ìyá. Okay, I don't want to mention name. A man of God called me of recent. 2 Saturdays ago. He said, okay, láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ má dá sí o. Mo ní kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sá. Ó ní òun fẹ́ bá àwọn olórin CNS wí. Ó ní òun fẹ́ ṣe fídíò láti bá wọn wí. Because they are doing rubbish. I said, please hold on, sir. Let me know the date you want to come. I'll come and stream you. I said, I will stream you. People will be able to learn. Do you understand? But this is what we are talking about. That's doing rubbish, that abusing this social media, especially in our phone. They have spiritual fathers, they have spiritual mothers.
And those
So
They are the ones helping them.
and then now untrained or unbaked ministers is now becoming a spiritual father for somebody.
Somebody, yeah.
Òun fúnra rẹ̀ unbaked lòun fúnra rẹ̀ untrained lòun fúnra rẹ̀ ó sá kúrò ní ọ̀dọ̀ àìgbẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn let me practice this one àwọn èèyàn bíi Gẹ̀yàsì ni wọ́n sá kúrò nínú iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ni wọ́n fi di wọ́n padà di odidi òṣìṣẹ́ wá dìyẹn náà kí ló fẹ́ produce. So àwọn náà fún wa láwọn tó abuse iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ yìí ẹ wá mo sọ fún alẹ́ kan yẹn àwọn tó dàbí abuse yẹn ló máa ń jáde jù.
Exactly.
No, even the
That's what
English
you see.
no, even the English people will say bad news spreads faster than good news.
Yes,
Of course.
so may God just help us understand.
Amen.
And then I do say this thing. I don't know if there will be a kind of a force to be used on our people on our change. That's the truth.
Yes.
But the thing is that
God will help us.
if with the way we've been talking, shouting, calling them out, please change. Don't use social media as a platform to extort money from people. Don't abuse social media.
They don't watch.
do this.
They don't watch what you are saying. They don't watch what you are saying.
Even if they watch, they won't hear now. The truth of the matter is they won't hear.
That's one reason
Should
why
I tell you that they are the people that spend most times on internet?
They will hear now, but they will
They
not
will
want to
skip
listen.
your
They
video.
can't see it. When they see you are talking about what they see, you are saying,
saying the
like,
truth.
I think that was one
They
reason
won't
why
understand.
this year they said they don't want people raising up their phone to do all sorts of things because I think the way they channel that talk that how do I call that instruction, it wasn't well checked. People don't understand.
Listen, if they ask me how can they go about it, any nobody ma go won me tí ó ní mo church mo sì jáde wá. So ẹni tá a sọ rí pé ilé abuser ni ẹ ká trace bàbá àbí yẹ lọ́nu iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́.
sir, it is not all of them that go to church. They don't have church, they attend.
Yes ma tí ká sì lè mú wọn wà.
How, sir?
Àmà church kan tó wá sí lọ ọmọ tá sì lè pàdé wọn.
Bóyá wọ́n lọ
Wọ́n ti lọ rí.
Wọ́n lọ mínísítà.
Àbí wọ́n ti lọ rí.
Because
Wọ́n máa ní kó kọwọ́ bọ̀wé ni. Kọwọ́ bọ̀ lọ́dún ṣe kí ní èké. Ilé ẹ̀wọ̀n yá.
I think I see them as the modern day Papanjo people.
Understand?
do you know that these people, this set of people are still the same? And you know, let's say wọ́n ọ̀gbẹ̀kọ, wọ́n sá kúrò ní church, wọ́n ṣe kíní kan. Àwọn náà ti ní church títí wọn, and now they are now becoming a spiritual father for somebody.
And this is the reason why I've been praying that the government should put eyes into church.
I thought they said we have that.
I think the government are just putting their eyes in church money.
No, money yẹn going to come out of money yẹn be kọ́kọ́. In some country, you need to have preaching license. You don't have it, you can't preach. Sincerely, there was a time what's your mentioned? I mean, Tinubu mentioned that it will start, but I have not started. I have mine. Understand? If you don't have the license, you to bá ti preach on my be any. Ó wà láwọn olùgbò mi.
I think we need it.
So tell kí lè máa ṣe láwọn ìlú wa. Understand? Church máa dínkù.
Yes, and we have one.
Ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo èèyàn kan ló ní ìpè church. Oh, I don't want to mention it. There is one church in Nigeria ní Ọ̀tà Àṣìṣì náà ni. One of the pastor, or let me say the deputy of the GO. The deputy of the GO, ó better 100 GOs. Ó better 1 million GOs in Nigeria. Many of us, Talonda church ilẹ̀, at the end that long run, I remember the 50 lot. No,
Sir, some people have church in the kiosk, then they will say, okay, kerele di.
Don't ńlá. Kí ló push away? Ó níbi tó ti ń bọ̀. Yes, ma'am. In one church, we have fivefold ministry.
I think that
we have apostles. We have pastors. Those fivefold ministry must be in one church. So 1,000 wòlíì can be in one cathedral, one church. It's not because you are a wòlíì. I do tell people, one fẹ́ anoint àwọn ènìyàn ní wòlíì ní Sunday church. Wọ́n ní ẹgbọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ gbé dáadáa because wọ́n náà máa padà anoint yàn as wòlíì. Who told you kó máa anoint yàn as wòlíì?
If I said brother, that only come and double ye, come on.
Understand? Who told you kó máa anoint àwọn èèyàn as wòlíì? So ẹgbẹ́ gbó lọ́wọ́ yẹn, ó ti ní píńtà sẹ́ pé wọ́n ti gbó lọ́wọ́ mi o.
So definitely, we not
So what the heck we were anyway? Only one don't know call you one in church.
Exactly.
I don't tell people, man, some of your dad. Man, I've seen people coming to me that as well I have a church. They want to give me land. I said, if you give me land, with the next 3 months, I call this story normally. Why must I have a church? Why?
And many of them will not even
Is
come
it
to-
everybody that is holding microphone that?
No, everybody
that will be
they will
a
come
church
to the
leader.
social media, "Tẹ́mi bá jẹ́ wòlíì, who
Now you're
asked you?"
telling me that.
A boy of Aladura calling himself tó bá jẹ́ wòlíì.
Yeah.
No, I think what is confusing
It
them
might
is
not
just
even be
because-
Aladura. It might not even be. Imagine somebody like me that they should tell me that you need to be a mother in Israel. What am I mothering?
Be
So
as young as you are.
Funny
you
enough,
know,
what you said made me remember something. I went to in Ekiti, not here in Lagos. They wanted to have their anniversary. I just went to the church with me, monitor me, and they wanted to have their anniversary like I think 2 weeks after. So they gave me they now wrote they wrote Mother in Israel. They just gave me one. I was like, that is a bad sister. That was the last time I went to that church. And I was like,
you know the most funny part is this. Another funny part. I noticed that it is within Lagos and Ogun that this white garment church is being abused. It's good to be okay. Those people, they don't abuse this white garment church. You see them doing normal things. We went for a program. Sincerely speaking, we went for a program at Irua. A very big program. Sincerely, they didn't collect any offering in the content. I was not asking them, like we call our that program yesterday. They started around 12 o'clock. Before 5, we finished everything. Like we call ni Hawaii. Understand? But if I see abuse kini yìí, because gbogbo la fẹ́ lo Ferrari, gbogbo la fẹ́ kọ́ cathedral, gbogbo la fẹ́ lo, you started, ẹ̀dọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ ní last year. Ó fẹ́ máa compete pẹ̀lú tó ti wà níṣẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ 10 years ago. Ẹ̀dọ́ wà 10 years ago, ẹ̀bìnrin kí lójú ẹ̀ ti rí.
Wow, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your coming.
You're welcome, ma.
For today's program. Having said all, I want to believe our viewers really enjoyed today's episode very well. And I can tell you we have more thrilling episodes coming your way next week. I want to leave us with this word that says, do not bury your talents. If you know you have a talent, like one of the co-hosts has said, some don't even know they have a talent. So you should be able to discover yourself. Don't limit yourself. Don't look down on yourself as if, I'm nothing. Try and discover yourself in one way or the other. And having fully know that you have a talent, try and utilize that talent. And like we said here on this program, that social media is a very good platform for you to utilize your talents. I believe 1 or 2 persons would have actually gotten something to hold on today's program. We are going and we're going to come back on the same program next week. Don't forget to share, like, and follow our program.
and you make sure you comment.
And comment as well. Thank you. I remain your host on today's episode, Ayaba Temitayo Beliefs. And I want to greatly appreciate our guest once again on this program, Apostle Chideoke. Thank you very much for staying tuned, for really enlightening us on today's program. Thank you very much. And to my co-hosts, Shewa, thank you very much for coming on the program. And Jamiloju, thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm sorry. So one of our sponsors, Casey Zobo.
Thank you,
Thank
Casey
you
Zobo.
so much.
Thank
Really appreciate
you. We
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. So I want you to stay tuned on the same program, same time. We're going to come back next week. See you. And before we go, we want to wrap this segment up with this song that says, Mashirita Lensi Remole Arapini Oluwa yo bere lọ́wọ́ rẹ̀ ohun tó fi ṣe. Bye.